Hi, I'm Sherelle Walters Rodriguez, and welcome to CCPL Get Transformed. We are with the Chesterfield County Public Library, partnering with Chesterfield County Public Schools to bring you the offerings at the library. With me today is Carolyn Sears. She's the Library Services Administrator, and she's in the know and can share with you some of the things that are going on, and because we're looking forward to seeing you at the library. Carolyn, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning or good afternoon. I'd like to start with something great going on with the library, as there is always. Of course, the recent now we're open on Thursdays.
Big news.
Yeah,
yes,
talk
yes.
a little bit about that.
Yes, we are open on Thursdays. It's been a few years. The library's been closed on Thursdays for budget reasons, but we have opened again on Thursdays. All the libraries are open regular hours on Thursdays from 10 a.m. till 9 p.m. And that's been effective since about the second week of September, and that's going to continue throughout the year. And we're getting a great response. The public is very excited, very happy. They're coming back. We've seen a lot of people in there just really appreciative and happy that we're open again.
Yeah, the percentages are pretty high for those who are coming into the...
It was. We were really surprised, actually. We were, of course, hopeful that people would get the word and come back, but it was kind of a rush to get the doors open. And just the first couple of Thursdays we were open, we saw 70% of our regular traffic back in the doors, which is an extraordinarily high number when people are kind of not used to doing that. Okay. So we're very pleased.
Well, in order to support that in terms of being able to provide for our customers, Central is closing. So people, when they do come back on Thursdays, when we reopen, will have something new and impressive and something that they could really use.
Talk about that. That's right. So Central will be closing for renovations. This has been a project in the works for a while now. There's various county departments that are moving buildings and facilities, so it's all tied in with that bigger project. One of the new things that you'll see when Central reopens in about a year will be that the cooperative extension will be housed in the same building as the Central Library. And the really cool thing about that is that in the children's area, there's going to be a window right into the lab in the cooperative extension, so you can see them working and see what they're doing. I think it's going to be a real great learning opportunity for kids, because it's right there where they're interacting with the books and the different activities that happen in the children's area. So we're going to have that new area. There are also going to be some new features, like a brand new makerspace. We have a makerspace in the Central Library currently. It's kind of an improvised space that we have. So this is going to be a new dedicated space that's outfitted with all sorts of equipment and tools and the appropriate space for creation and hands-on learning. So we're going to have our 3D printers in there. People are going to be able to use small tools for creating things with metal and leather and all different kinds of artisanal kind of creations. So we've got the makerspace. Of course, we're going to have all the books just as usual. There's also going to be a newly renovated meeting room and a performance space in the library itself, where we can have smaller, more intimate performances, because our events and performances have become such a big part of the library. So it's going to be a fantastic facility. It's going to be huge. It's going to be 40,000 square feet. And so the library will be closing to start that renovation on October 29th at 5 p.m. That's a Saturday. So people can use the Chester Library, which is just about 5 minutes down the road, or the Meadowdale Library, which is about 7 minutes up the road, and that's a gorgeous new building too.
Yeah, and the good news is we have 10 libraries in the system, so you can take advantage of all of them. Our new North Courthouse Road Library is excellent place for meetings, for all kinds of other things. So that's something for you to consider as well. And there are other libraries in the system. We have maps on the website that you can go to, and you can look at each library and map it out as to where you are. So because Central is closing, it's a wonderful thing. It's going to be a great opportunity.
Right. It's going to be great, and we're one system. So even though everyone has their neighborhood library, you can get books sent from the other libraries. We have a delivery system, so you can request them, pick them up from your local library. You can go to the programming at any one of our libraries. So really take advantage of everything everything that we have on offer across the county.
Okay. One of the other things that I'd like to touch on, we're leaving hurricane season, but going into winter season.
Yep.
CCPL is excellent in serving the community as a shelter, as a place to go. And I guess it's not really a shelter, but a place to go.
Right.
So talk a little bit about that particularly as we get ready to go into the winter season.
That's right. We're gearing up for as you said, transitioning hurricane season into the winter storm season. Yes, technically libraries are not shelters. They're kind of that in-between kind of facility where if a full-blown shelter is not opening, say a school, the library is that place where people can come if they've lost power, so they can recharge their electronics, they can get into the heat, they can have something to do, entertain the kids who are not in school. And we have our staff who are all trained, CERT certified, and trained to be able to deal with these kinds of emergencies. Residents can be assured that the libraries, as soon as we can get our staff safely into those buildings will be open and ready to welcome people to come in and get some relief from the storm.
And the library has been recognized for its good work in that regard with the NACO. Congratulations.
That's right. National Association of Counties. It was an award. It's not very. It's kind of a new concept for libraries to be such a key player, but it makes total sense because you have the facilities which are strategically located across the county. You have the trained staff who are already used to helping people. That's what we do, and you've got just a great space for people to be able to come in and, as I said, recharge and unwind and relax and get themselves prepared and ready. So.
Something for everyone at Chesterfield County Public Library. And along those lines, sometimes teens don't have exactly what they need in order to, for resources or to be entertained. We have Teen Masquerade, Teen Advisory Board, some other things. Let's first talk about Teen Advisory Board and how important the teens are into helping us with what we need to do.
Sure. There is a teen advisory board at the Clover Hill branch library, and so once a month they have the teens come in and they get together, they have a meeting, they talk about how to improve library services, what they'd like to see in the library, how they can support the library through either supporting the programming or talking about their ideas or representing in the community for us. And so, it's a great way for teens to kind of up those leadership skills, get something on the resume, and also it helps, they can get volunteer hours for participating in that way. They have a really good group going at Clover Hill right now, and it's open to everyone, and it's free.
Excellent, excellent. And on the other side of the coin, as it relates to the entertainment side, we have the Teen Masquerade, which has been a big success at a new location this year.
That's right, that's right. That's a very popular event that we've had for several years now. And it's in honor of Teen Read Week, which is a library kind of a holiday, we call it. And so we invite the teens to come in after hours when the library is closed on a Saturday evening, and we basically have a big party. It's a big dance, there's games, there's food, and we invite the teens to dress up. It's that time of year where they can come in costume, they can come in their more formal dresses or clothes, and so we asked them to come in and just have a good time. And it is at the North Courthouse Road Library this year. Traditionally it's at Central because that's been our biggest space. But North Courthouse, I think it's going to be a really nice environment for that event this year.
Yeah, and I love the theme, Be Our Guest. So I'm a Disney fan, so I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
So Disney princesses, kind of a fairy tale, that whole kind of a thing. So the people are welcome to dress to the theme or not. That's fine.
Okay, and staff dresses as well.
That's
so
right.
That's
Staff
exciting.
get pretty excited about it.
So Mom and Dad, you can come join us and have fun if your teens let you, that is. Couple other things that are going on. We have our signature events. Each library has one, and we have a couple coming up. One of my favorites, Festival of the Written Word. Let's talk about that.
That's right, Festival of the Written Word. It was a huge success last year at the Midlothian Library. This year it's going to be November 5th again at Midlothian. We have this year 19 authors and playwrights who are going to be having workshops and panel discussions and interactive sessions with the public about their process, about their novels, about their works, and there's there's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be very exciting. Our featured speaker this year, we've got Kristen Green, who is the author of a New York Times best-selling book, Something Must Be Done in Prince Edward County, which is about desegregation of the schools in the 50s. And she's going to speak about that. That's going to be a highlight of the program. It's family friendly, so even if the author and the author events, the author talks are a little bit more geared towards the adults, we're going to have activities and things to do for the kids, so you can bring the whole family. And again, that event is free, and that's going to be from 10 to 3 on November 5th. I'm
looking forward to that. I remember last year some of the young people having crafts that were centered around books.
Right.
And taking the pages of some old books and making them useful,
That's right.
in different ways. So it's a lot of fun. There's going to be food. There's going to be music, I believe, this year as well. So we look forward to seeing you at Midlothian Library. We have also coming up in 2017, Murder Mystery, a huge success as a fundraiser last year.
That's right.
Do you want to touch on that?
Yeah, just briefly. They're still in the planning stages, but they had it last year. It was basically a murder mystery party at the library. Again, after hours. It was a fundraiser for the Friends of the Library. We had staff who were kind of acting out the roles, and we brought in our partners, Sisters in Crime, and they actually wrote this whole story for us. And everyone had a lot of fun. So as you said, that is a fundraiser. It's a ticketed event, so you definitely want to get those tickets early because it did sell out last year.
Yes, and that's a wonderful date night. That's how we've somewhat pitched
right.
it. It's great. So if you haven't seen some of the pictures, we encourage you to go to our website, and you can see some of the things from last year related to Murder Mystery and some of the other signature events that we have. And this year also, acoustic concert series. We talked about Masquerade being at a different location. Acoustic concert series is now at North Courthouse too. And
That's right.
There's some. We have some pretty big names this year.
Yeah, that's right. We have regional artists coming in and performing, and it's very popular. Usually, a huge crowd. And so it has been at the Central Library. It is moving to the North Courthouse Road Library, which is a great space for it, I think. Angela Easterling is going to be one of our performers.
Yes.
She's very popular. She's been in the library before. And so it's different styles. It's mostly folk and kind of old time, or there's country, there's bluegrass. There's a whole mix of artists that come in and perform. But all are very well received, and it's a great series. Every month there's a new artist.
Yeah, I love how you and the rest of the leadership make sure that there's something for everyone. There's a diverse offering of different programs. So again, I encourage you to go to our website, library.chesterfield.gov. Yes, please go there and check out some of the things that we have going on. The Artisans Bazaar is coming up. As you're thinking about Christmas, this is a wonderful place to get some unique gifts. Let's talk about the Artisans Bazaar.
We've had that every year. That's been a fundraiser. We have a partnership with the Chesterfield Center for the Arts, which we know is they're going to be groundbreaking in the fall or winter out by the Chester Library. So we have a fundraiser for that organization. It's held at the La Prade Library this year. The Winter Artisans Bazaar, somewhere between 30 and 40 vendors, all handcrafted. It's true. These are truly works of art, and as you said, great Christmas gifts, unique items that you can't find anywhere else.
Right.
And so definitely come by and just browse. You'll wind up spending a couple of hours there, I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We encourage you to come out and join us for that. And before we leave, there are two things that I think that is important that we talk about. We have great homework resources. We're juniors and seniors are preparing for SATs. We have some of those things going on. Let's talk about our homework resources that are available.
We do. Of course, we're the library, so we've got a lot of resources, authoritative resources, where when kids are preparing for college or thinking about college. We've got a lot of SAT prep materials. For the new SAT, you don't have to go out and buy those books. You can get them free online. We have a database where you can access those books, check them out. No fines if you don't return them on time because they're online. And so there's a whole test prep area on our website. So yes, for our students, but also for people who are taking tests for jobs like nursing or policing or the military. All of those test prep materials are online and freely available.
And to go along with that, we have study rooms for people to take advantage of that too, young and not so young.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We have study areas in the library where you can reserve a space where it just accommodates a couple of people. It's a small room. You can get quiet. You can focus. There's Wi-Fi. You can check out a laptop if you don't have one, or use your own device. And of course, while you're in the library, you can also talk with the librarian. So if you run up against a roadblock, or if you're having some difficulty, the librarian is there and will sit down and spend time with you, actually helping you work through whatever project you have going on or whatever research you're trying to do. So that help is invaluable.
Yeah, and one of the things that along those same lines, except for those who are maybe looking to build a business, we have some of that space and some of that assistance for aspiring entrepreneurs. Let's talk about that.
That's right. We have been developing some small business centers. We're calling them Chesterfield Business Suites in all of our libraries. And so there are different spaces in each library right now. North Courthouse Road has a beautifully outfitted space. Meadowdale has a wonderful space. They were the first one to have it. And so we've got programming that goes along with those spaces. We partner with BizWorks, we partner with SCORE. So people come in and teach entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, and small business owners the skills that they need to succeed. And so we also have the space that they can use for their everyday business needs. If they don't have their own office, they can come in and use our space as their office. They can reserve the space, they can have staff meetings there, they can have client meetings there, they can use the resources in the room, the tools, or they can just sit and have their cup of coffee and feel like they can focus and work, just as our students have a place to focus and work, so do our small business owners.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to attend one of the workshops that we recently had, Encore Entrepreneurs, well attended, a variety of different individuals from business world who could teach individuals how to build a business, how to build a business plan, all kinds of things. So I encourage people to come out there and take advantage of not only our space, but the different program offerings that we have.
Right, the programs, I mean, we have experts in there actually sharing their skills. This is real, practical, hands-on experience. Some of these organizations can even offer mentorship to our entrepreneurs and our small business owners. So definitely come. The librarian can talk with you and can help you set up a plan that's going to identify your particular needs and tailor it to what you need to take the next step for your business. Right,
and so if you want to know more about what Carolyn is talking about, again, go to our website, or you can go to our Loud and Clear publication, which you can find at all the libraries and at other locations throughout the county. We encourage you to take advantage of that for all the things that we discussed today, so you can get more information and build on some of the things that you might be doing in your household. Well, we thank you for joining us. We hope that the things that we discussed will be helpful for you and your family, and that we will be able to see you at the library. Again, we have 10 locations. Briefly, we will have 9 as Central is reconstructed or renovated to meet your needs in a better way. So thanks again for watching us today, and this is CCPL Get Transformed. I'm Sherelle Walters-Rodriguez with Carolyn Sears, the Library Administrator at CCPL. We'll see you the next time.